Well, we go back to the 15th. Or the 13th, when it all started. Oh, he went to Kamima? Right, okay. Hey, Christina. IBM 5100, stuff happens. What are you talking about? Get up. Oh, yeah, okay. It's taken me this long. So long. Just to reach this point. This is my chance to escape the Alpha World Line and save Mayuri. I won't let anyone get in my way. Anyone!
Okay.
Why so serious, man? I've got good reason. To them, only half an hour has passed since the time leap machine was built. But to me, many days have passed since this ordeal began. Please. I bow my head deeply. Please hear me out. Or else Mayuri will die, and in 26 years, the world will be ruled by SERN. Suzuha's sacrifice will have been for nothing. Daru claps me on the shoulder, then smiles broadly and thrusts his thumb skyward. Oh, my right hand man. It's not like I'm cracking for you or anything, okay?
Oh, God.
I burst out in laughter. Daru! Sir Supahaka Tsundere version is here to save the day. I couldn't have asked for a better right-hand man. Thank you, Daru. As Daru hooks up the IBM 5100 to his PC, I explain the situation one more time. Let's hope this is the last. This all happened because of the very first email I sent to Daru. SERN intercepted that email with Echelon and figured out what it meant, then sent their rounders after us. They will kill Mayuri, kidnap us, and steal the time leap machine. Skip a little bit of ahead. We were planning to crack the database. Was that the one you showed me at ATF?
The one that said I died or something?
Right. I found you dead at Loticon, and Daru's... Right. I found you dead at Loticon, and sent Daru an email. Daru happened to be experimenting on the phone named TVA at the time, so the discharge phenomenon occurred, and the mail... was... My voice trails off. Something is telling me to stop. Fear rises in my chest. A sudden, terrible certainty that I am missing something vital. Frantically replay the conversation in my head. We must cancel all of our changes to the timeline so far. So far, so good. The very first email started it all. Simple. Get rid of it. Everything's fine. The one that said I died or something. Return to the world line that existed before I sent the first email. An icy fist seizes my heart, and I turn to Kurisu with a look of pure terror. Our eyes meet. Those eyes of her no longer show the sharp defiance from when we first met. Instead, they glow warmly with the light of curiosity.
What?
I was right. I had missed something vital. Something dire. The world line I set my sights on to save Mayuri. The world line upon which Suzuha staked for her hope for the future. Sorry, I'm dyslexic, I guess. I don't know. The world line I am at last poised to reach the end of this long struggle. On that world line, Mayuri lives. On that world line, SERN fails. And on that world line, on the 8th floor of Loticon, Makase Kurisu dies. Chapter 10, Paradox Meltdown. Well, this is new. I thought that I had found the solution, that everything would be alright. But the equation was meaningless. I had solved nothing. Instead, I am left with a terrible choice. Mayuri or Kurisu. One of them must die. Loticon is still off limits. They haven't yet repaired the hole that Suzuha's time machine made. I look down through the hole at the streets of Akiba. From up here, they look narrow and stifling. Across the way, a train rumbles by. I watch the yellow striped cars move past. I came here because I wanted to be alone. The day before yesterday, I abruptly canceled the attempt to hack CERN. Kurisu and Daru demanded an explanation, but I just couldn't give them one. The decision has paralyzed me. 2 days later, I am still nowhere close to finding an answer. What do I do? 2 weeks ago, on July 28th, Dr. Nakabachi held a press conference in this very spot. The same day, Kurisu was murdered. Let's say we go through with the plan and delete the first email I sent, the one about Kurisu's death, from CERN's database. That would return us to the Beta World line, where it all began. What would happen then? According to my predictions, our friend, lab member number 4, Makase Kurisu, would disappear. Someone who died on July 28th cannot be alive now, on August 15th. That would defy causality. Unless, of course, you know, they, were to get, defibrillated and brought back to life. Though she was stabbed, not heart stopped, so, you know, that's a little different, but a time paradox. That world line has already rejected her existence. The moment we erase the D-mail, Kurisu will cease to exist. And so I am left with 2 options. Option 1. Hack CERN with the IBN 5100 and erase the first email I sent, thus returning to the Beta World line. Kurisu will disappear, but Mayuri will live. CERN will never build a time machine, and the future will be free. Option 2. Don't hack CERN. Keep living here on the Alpha World line. Mari will die, so will Moeka, and FB, and so will I, and I'll be tortured by Nai in 15 years. Kurisu will likely be kidnapped by CERN. At the very least, she won't die. With her research, CERN will gain control of space-time, and the future will be a dystopia where no one is free. And I'm supposed to choose? Ridiculous. I choke out a laugh. How am I, of all people, supposed to make that choice? Well, you know, you've made plenty so far, Okabe. Let's look at our little thing here. Yeah, don't listen to Christina, pursue Suzuha. Go to infiltrate now? Oh, right, that. Do I have any other D-mails we sent here? They shouldn't. It's weird that... Oh, right, stop pursuit last mail is a CERN trap, and even though the other mail... Oh, okay, yeah, don't listen to Chris, pursue Suzuha. Last mail is a CERN trap, right, I got it. There's no way. I don't really care about the future, whether it's free or ruled by CERN. I know I should care. Suzuha entrusted her wish to me. Doesn't that make it my responsibility? But still, it doesn't seem quite real. 20 years is a long time. I'm only 19. Right now, only Mayuri and Kurisu matter. I must choose which to save. If I had been given this choice back on July 28th, before this had all started, I probably wouldn't have hesitated to abandon Kurisu and save Mayuri. But it's not July 28th, it's August 15th. And Kurisu has been with us through all these time leaps, so that's a couple other weeks. I spent 2 long weeks with Kurisu. She's one of us now, an integral part of the lab. And as I leapt through time again and again, she was the person I relied on most. Always calm, always thoughtful, always ready with a new hypothesis, always there to give me a push when I needed it most. I wouldn't even have the time loop machine if not for Kurisu. It's thanks to her that I made it this far. After all she's done for me, there's no way I can abandon her now. But nor can I let Mayuri die. Everything I've done, I did to save her. I would give anything, even my own life, to see her safe. More than anything, I want her to live. No matter what, I won't let her die. I can't choose. I can't. Kill Kurisu or kill Mayuri, that is what this choice comes down to. Is this how it ends? I drive my fist into the wire fence. That probably hurt depending on where you punched. Face. Luca, go. Oh my god. Is this what I sacrificed your memories for? Is there no other option? No way to save them both? What if I use Suzuha's time machine? I could return to the Beta World line, then use her time machine to travel to July 28th. Yeah, I mean, in Suzuha's ending, you did use the time machine to try and save them both. And save the future. We don't know if it worked out. Hopefully it did. No, that won't work. The reason Suzuha left in 2010 was to prevent CERN from creating a dystopia. That only occurs on this world line. On the Beta World line, she'll have no reason to leap to 2010. Suzuha's time machine won't exist, so I won't be able to use it. But it... Do you not remember? Am I stupid? The satellite still existed in the Alpha World line. It was... Or on the Beta World line, sorry. It was just properly on the roof, not crashed into the building. Alright. Then, what if I send Kurisu a warning via D-mail? Could say, don't go to Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. No, that won't work either. Remember, causality converges. Kurisu's death is inevitable on the Beta World line, just as Mayuri's is inevitable on this world line. But the D-mail could... No, hold on a second there, mister. What about Faris's father? What about death converges? We brought him to life and then killed him in the same Alpha World line. So, it's entirely possible that if we send one D-mail, we could bring Kurisu back to life. It's a lot riskier than undoing everything we do to screw things up even more, but, you know, Kurisu's death is inevitable on this world line, just as... No matter what I do, fate will ensure her death. You sure are a doubter. Or downer. There's no way. I slowly sink into the floor with my back against the fence. I can't save her. I'm powerless against the will of fate. What should I do? What should I do? Maybe Mayuri doesn't die in the current world line. I canceled Mocha's D-mail, plus I haven't had an opportunity to check the divergence meter since. Might there be a chance? If the pattern continues, Mayuri's death has been pushed back to the night of the 17th. If Mayuri doesn't die between 7 and 8 p.m. that night, then I won't have to face this horrible decision. No, it's unlikely. I understand that from all my experiences so far. No, it's better to say you know it won't work. Because we've done this like 3 other times. But still, I can't help but cling to that hope. Mayuri and Kurisu. If I could just save them both. Then I don't care if the future is ruled by CERN. I'll betray Suzuha's dream if that's what it takes. So please let Mayuri live. To whom should I make this desperate plea? God? Fate? The universe itself? Or to Kurisu, who's supposed to show up, I think, in a couple seconds here? Either way, I'm just one insignificant human among billions. Will my prayers truly reach? I already know what the answer will be. And that knowledge, that certainty, is despair. Kamima runs for 3 straight days, from the 15th to the 17th. On the last day, I go with Mayuri and stay with her from morning until Kamima closes. It's not really my thing, though, and the crowd is ridiculous, so I wait off to the side with Mayuri's bags. From time to time, Mayuri appears with new bags for me to guard, and usually a snack for us to share. Most of the day I spend alone. To some extent, I'm here to escape reality, to empty my mind and forget my fears. This is different from Stardust Sky already. I'm pretty sure Kurisu showed up on the roof to talk with us. But even when I close my eyes, I can still hear the footsteps of death approaching. Give me a second here, Mayuri. I could change my ringtone. Is this one of the songs I got? I think it is. I need to hear some lyrics. Lyrics, anytime now. Running out of time here. Alright, there you go. It is one of them. Actually, we'll get Geet of Steiner, because I mean, it's my ending theme anyways. It's the end card theme I have for this series.
Ha! We're finally home!
It's already dark by the time the bus drops us back at Akiba. Mayuri is dragging her costume case behind her. I'm carrying bags covered in moe artwork and loaded with doujinshi. These are all Mayuri's purchases, not mine. No, never mind, I do remember this. I can't believe she bought so much. Guess the reason she doesn't cosplay herself is that she's too busy shopping. Yeah, I remember this now. We'll get off the bus and just stand there for a while. What are you gonna do now? Head straight home?
Actually, I was thinking of going to the lab.
You need something?
Not really. It's been a while since I got to relax with Okarin. I'm a little hungry, so I'll buy some juicy chicken #1 on the way.
Maybe Mayuri wants a taste of normalcy again, now that the chaos of Kamima has ended. Can't begrudge her that. I stifle a groan and shrug my shoulders. Back to the lab then.
Hey, Okarin. Why'd you come with Mayushi today? You've never come with me to come in before. You're not interested in Moe, right?
I like robot anime. But not so much that I line up early in the morning for Kamima each year, like Daru and Mayuri do.
So, why'd you come with me today?
Well, to confirm your death? Those words pop into my head, but I quickly shake them away. Why am I so set on Mayuri dying? I wanted to live, remember?
Well?
I just felt like it.
Oh.
Suddenly silence. A downhearted frown replaces the usual smile on Mayuri's face. Did my answer upset her? It's not like I could tell her the truth. How do you tell someone they're gonna die? Lukako frantically tried to smooth things over. I thought maybe you managed to get Lukako to cosplay, so I came to laugh at him. It's too bad he didn't come.
Oh, yeah. Lukaku would be super popular if he did come, though. People would take his picture and post it all over the internet, then everyone in the world would see how cute he is. And after he became a superstar, Maishi would see my TV and think, wow, he's gone so far.
It's scary, because it's true.
Okarin?
Suddenly, Mayuri turns around and peeks at my face as she walks backwards.
Thank you for today.
Why are you thanking me?
Well, like I said, this is the first time Okarin's ever come to Kamima with me. It made Mayushi really happy.
A smile finally returns to Mayuri's face.
But you know what would make you even happier? If you cosplay next time.
Yeah, I'll think about it. And we invite Daru and we invite Kurisu. Yeah. If you cosplay too, and bring Lukako, Christina, convince him first, and maybe Daru too. If you manage that, then I, the great and insane mad scientist, Hoin Kiyoma, will grace Kamima with my august presence. You didn't mention Daru, and that's really upsetting. I guess Daru shows up anyways. But if he cosplays, I don't even know what he'd cosplay as. The next Kamima takes place this winter. We'll all be there, as if none of this ever happened. All of us laughing and smiling together. Just imagine a future like that.
Wow, that's gonna be tough. But it sounds really fun too. Besides, I think Christian secretly wants to cosplay, so there's hope. Mayushi's gonna do it best.
Alright, Mayuri. We arrive at the lab. Look up at the second floor. There's no light in the window. Oddly enough, there's nobody here today. Got a bad feeling about this. Is Moeka gonna ambush us? On the previous world line, I forgave Moeka and Tenoji. That has already been undone. This is a new world line. Rounders are still alive, and they're still after the time loop machine. Wait here, Mayuri. I motion for her to sit and wait on the bench in front of the... Then I carefully check the area. I know my efforts are likely futile. But still, I want to do anything I can. Anything to give Mayuri a chance, however small, of surviving on this world line. Something tells me it would be foolish to go straight up to the lab. So first, I decided to check the street for any suspicious people. Walk down the street towards Kuramai Bashidori, careful to always keep my ear in sight. Huh? Suddenly, a white station wagon parked at the end of the street fires its engine and takes off in our direction. What? I can see clearly through the front window. The man in the driver's seat is unfamiliar, but I have seen that station wagon before. It's the same one Moga used to run us over on a previous world line. Same one Tenoji used to transport the IBM 5100. And now it's bearing down on me at full speed. I'm in the center of the road. There's nowhere to run! Thankfully, we don't have to. Station wagon flips on its high beams, instantly turning my vision white. I can't move. It's all happening too fast. I expected an ambush inside the lab, instead of facing a charging car. What do I do? I'm fine. I won't die. This world line hasn't approved that fate. No. Oh wait, what day is it? This is the first time I've made it to the 17th. Does that mean my death is still undecided? Will I die in Mayuri's place? If that'll save her. If that'll end this, then maybe it's for the best. No! I don't want to die yet! Two contradictory emotions collide in my mind. My body doesn't know which way to turn. Will I be the one to die? Oh, Green! Something slams into my back. Ah, that's not a noise I wanted to hear again. I open my eyes. I'm lying on the side of the road. My whole body hurts, but I don't appear to be seriously injured. Someone saved me? Look up to see the station wagon's taillights disappearing around the corner. And there, lying in the center of the road, is Mayuri. I run to her side. Mayuri is bleeding from the head. The pavement is slick with blood. Did she protect me? But that's not what I wanted. I lift her body up in my arms. Her eyes twitch, then slowly open.
Oh, Gunny.
Mayuri, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Her hand wanders, as if seeking something. It reaches for the starry sky. Her eyelids are heavy. They could close any second now. But still, she looks straight into my eyes. And for some reason, she smiles.
Finally. Here she was. Useful. Tokurin.
What? Stardust handshake. Her delicate fingers grasp at the sky, but all they find is empty air. Her arm goes limp. I grab her hand before it hits the ground. Mayuri is no longer breathing. I've seen her die countless times, but this time it's too much. This time it's all my fault. I embrace Mayuri's tattered body, her lifeless, motionless, tattered body. I clench my jaw and bite back my tears. Mayuri, you can't see the stars from here. How could this happen? Why did she have to die like this? What possible meaning could this death have? Yes, it happened because fate demanded it. Yes, her death is unavoidable, the result upon which this world line converges. I knew from the beginning that this would happen, but I never imagined that she would die saving me, with a smile on her face. What do you mean? You were finally useful. Tell me, Mayuri. There is no future for Mayuri on this world line. And that brings me once again to the choice. Do I return to the Beta world line killing Kurisu? Or do I leave things as they are and accept Mayuri's death? I can't run away. I am the one who twisted fate. I am the one who must decide. Hello everybody, my name is Damon and welcome back to some more Steins Gate, the game that I'm not entirely sure I'm actually going to finish today, considering the last 3 times I said I was going to finish it today, or that day, I didn't and wasn't able to, including yesterday, which was my birthday. I did get rather far, but I was kind of constrained on time, so I was really just kind of speeding through dialogue, not even really caring what was being said, but even then we didn't make it through the entire thing. So, I don't think we're going to be seeing all of this game today, unfortunately. I also did do a bit of a time leap, so to speak, from where I left off in yesterday's recording, because I was speeding through all of it and didn't really give a shit. I just wanted to get done with the game. So we're back here now so I can read at my own pace, and we can actually do Kurisu's ending and the true ending, because you can see in the top left there we have a receiving mail. Apparently, if we don't look at the mail, then we get Kurisu's ending. So, I guess we're gonna do that and see what happens when we get the true ending afterwards. Anyways, I'm on the roof of Dodicon after going back 56 hours with 2 time leaps. Actually, as far as I recall, everything here is exactly the same as it was last time. Up until we have to talk to Kurisu. Yeah, we get this call from Mayuri. We've already seen this one. We know her feelings and whatnot. But this is all the same up to when we have to talk with Kurisu about our choice. And I'm not sure how different this will be from the true ending choice, but we'll see. Despite her fear, Kurisu has made her choice. It's time for me to do the same. I need to decide here and now. The future of the world. Which friend to let die. Holding Kurisu tightly, I whisper into her ear. In the Mayuri route, it was, I'm sorry. I won't give up. Ever! Kurisu suddenly pushes me away. She steps back. Her face is hidden behind her hair. But her fists are trembling. Her body exudes raw fury.
This is ridiculous! You motherfucker!
Whoa! Hey now! That's rude!
I said I was fine! What do you mean you won't give up? Are you stupid? Wanna die? Are you trying to be a hero, you Chunyo whack job? Doing promises you can't keep! Your stupidity is infuriating! Why can't you just do as I say? What's the problem, huh? If you weigh the options logically, saving Mayuri is the only...
Fuck logic! Fuck you too, Kurisu! Kurisu stares at me in shock. I'm not God! Maybe I got close, but that's not me! I can't decide who lives and who dies anymore! Suzaha. Faris. Lukaku. I sacrificed their happiness to save Mayuri. And the whole time, a voice in the back of my head was asking, is this really okay? What gives me the right? This time I want to save both of them without sacrificing anyone.
Huh.
Kurisu turns away with a frown, then starts tapping her foot in a clear gesture of displeasure.
There's nothing you could do. It's the choice of Steins Gate. Isn't that what you always say? The equation is proven, Okabe. There's no escape. You're just one man. No matter how hard you try, you can't overcome the will of the universe.
I know. But I'm still going to try! I won't lose Mayuri or Kurisu. I hear Kurisu grinding her teeth. That's some pretty audible teeth. Then she turns her back to me, even though she was already turning her back to me.
Have it your way. But I'm not helping. I'm going back to America, and that's that. Goodbye. I don't expect we'll meet again. Hoi Kyoma. I can't believe this. How stupid can you be? You're so stupid.
Kurisu disappears down the stairs, muttering insults until I can no longer hear her. Now alone, I sigh into the darkness. Kurisu is absolutely right. I can't think of a single way to save them both. I'm a fool. And yet, I have to try. But this time, I won't have Kurisu's help. I have to fight the universe alone. I mean, hopefully we can finish this game today, but if we can't, you know, that's okay. We'll just finish it another day. Hopefully we can finish at least one ending today. That'd be nice. And just for the record, when I start complaining about the heat, it is 74.8 degrees in here, and 26% humidity, which is higher than it was yesterday, but colder than it was yesterday. Although, that was later in the day, so. How do I save both Kurisu and Mayuri? I can't use D-mail, too much could go wrong. I don't want to make the same mistakes again. In the end, all I could do is time leap. Time leaping can't save Mayuri, but at least it can delay her death, give me some time to find a solution. On this world line, Mayuri dies at 7:30 on the night of August 17th. That's about 26 hours from now. My battle has no end in sight. If only Suzuha were here. Could have asked her for advice. But even alone, I must find a way. So resolved, I start time leaping again to save Mayuri. I've done this before. When Mayuri died the first time at Moika's hands, I tried time leaping to prevent her death. But I only tried running away that time. This time, I try every approach I can think of. I try hiring bodyguards to protect Mayuri. I try taking Mayuri to South America, an entire world away from Japan. I try crippling SERN with attacks on their servers, the ones that don't need the IBN 5100. I try getting Mayuri admitted to a hospital. It's hard, given Mayuri's perfect health, but I manage. My goal is to keep her from dying by heart attack. I try everything I can possibly imagine. However, every plan fails. Mayuri dies. Again and again and again. Sometimes it's murder, sometimes an accident. But every time I leap, Mayuri dies. Maybe it really is impossible to resist fate. As long as I remain on this world line, Mayuri can't be saved. Fate will kill her every time. From Mayuri's perspective, she only dies once. Although, according to her memories, according to her dreams, she remembers each and every one. But I've seen her die dozens of times. All because of me. And yet it no longer affects me as it used to. Little by little, I have grown desensitized to her death. In the beginning, I felt unbearable pain every time I saw her die, and murderous rage towards the ones responsible. Now I feel nothing. Did we already see? Yeah, we already saw where she protects us. The realization stuns me. After dozens of leaps, I finally realized what should have been obvious from the beginning. I never leap back more than 26 hours. Why? I could go back as far as August 11th, one whole week in the past. And yet I never do. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. Last we left off, we did Moika's not ending. We did Nai's quote-unquote ending. And that was a fun time. Why? Because I know that even if I do, nothing will change. I don't believe that anything will change. Every time Mayuri dies, I find myself thinking, another failure. What went wrong this time? Every time Mayuri dies, I find myself thinking, another failure. What went wrong this time? I calmly analyze Mayuri's death, then take my data, and head for the time loop machine with a sigh. Like a gamer forced for the umpteenth time to restart a particularly difficult stage. Yeah, I know that feeling, a trillion, though I guess you being a stage is kind of an understatement. Well, with Shovel Knight, I can definitely agree what went wrong that time. A Plague Knight, a Shovel Knight with the Flying Machine and Spectre Knight. Reverse those two. I'm just going through the motions. I didn't even realize until this moment how routine it had all become. Now that I have, my actions suddenly seem meaningless. I can't take another step. And that's how I find myself here, sitting motionless in front of the time loop machine. I've been staring at it for hours. I should also get the email, or not the email, I should get the achievement for clearing a mail without having read it, if I don't read that mail right there, which I'm not going to. Because I don't think I have to. When we got caught in that evening shower on the Radicon rooftop, my clothes got soaked. But now they're completely dry. My body temperature has dropped, but I don't have the energy to warm myself with a shower. I sluggishly get to my feet and pick up the headset. The sight of it fills me with resignation. Resignation, that's all. There is no desperate drive to save Mayuri. No hope that this time I might succeed. Those emotions are long gone. In truth, they have been gone since my argument with Kurisu. Deep down, I always knew she was right. I pretended not to see it, told myself that the time machine could solve everything. But that was just an excuse. A last attempt to satisfy my own ego. I think this is different from what I read last time, but my memory might just be really crap. In the end, all I'm doing is, no, it's the same.
Running away?
I turn around in surprise, and there I see Kurisu standing in the doorway, with her lab coat on, nonetheless. Or no less, rather. I thought she never wanted to see me again. Why is she here? Why? Kurisu ignores my question, and fixes me with her usual glare.
Time leaping is just running away.
You don't have to tell me. I already know. I know all too well. In the end, all I'm doing is running away. Running from responsibility. Running from the decision. If I had known I would have to make this... If I had known I would have to make this choice, then I would have refused Suzuha when she entrusted me with her mission. I've heard people. Lots of people. Just to save Mayuri. And yet, I don't even feel guilty anymore. I feel like I'm losing my humanity.
Then why are you hesitating now?
Maybe because of my insurance, the time leap machine isn't effective. Or maybe I just haven't mastered it yet. Maybe I haven't tapped into its full potential.
Running only makes it hurt more.
She suddenly looks away. Then she leans against the wall and smiles bitterly.
I should know.
Is Kurisu running too? From what? Her father?
Look at yourself, Okabe. You look like you've aged a decade. Your heart can't take it anymore. You don't need to beat yourself up like this. Just accept the truth. Like I said, you can't stay here. Go to the Beta World Line. Go to the world where Mayuri doesn't die. Not just for your sake, but for mine as well.
She's right. I have no other options left. No more D-mails, no more time leaps. There's no perfect world where both Kurisu and Mayuri live. Maybe there are things I've yet to try, but I'm certain that all of them will end in vain. As long as I stay on this world line, Mayuri will die. And if I go to the Beta World Line, Kurisu will die. We'll never be able to talk like this again. It's only been 20 days since we met, and yet it feels like more than a year. Hey, Kurisu. Well, no, for me it feels like, I don't know, 6-7 months at this point. Memories of Kurisu flash before my eyes.
Hey, could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine.
And no zombie.
Let's say we want to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need?
Stuff.
Who the hell's Christina? I never said that.
Same scene, or different, same place, different scene.
I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are part of who I am today.
What about the, I am on your side? Always on your side, I should say.
We may have created a monster here.
Yeah.
You said I was your friend, remember? You said I was support to you. That made me really happy, I guess. Once we're done upgrading the phone wave, I want you to come with me.
To Aomori?
I want to be your strength.
That's some ego you got.
Thank you. I know you're hurting for me.
What happened to you, motherfucker? That was a pretty important scene, I would say. So much has happened these past 20 days. We argued, we exchanged insults. We made incredible discoveries together, and when confronted with the implications, we shared our fears. I don't know about we made incredible discoveries together. Kurisu's kind of the genius here. Whenever I hit a dead end in my struggle to save Mayuri, I always turned to Kurisu for help. She always listened. She always believed me. Eventually. First time was a little rough. And I helped her too, when she was distraught over her father. We promised to go to Aomori together. Without this girl genius on our side, we would not have the time machine. Yeah, I remember this goddamn paper. This paper that made no sense when I tried reading it the first time, but I'm not going to this time because I'm probably going to contradict myself somewhere. Also, who uses Old English text for a font to describe things? I thought they only used that for, like, newspaper headings, which apparently this one is using that, actually. I can see that at the very top there. But they use it to describe the frontal lobe and things of the brain, which is weird. Proud, passionate, Makase Kurisu. Always strong, or at least pretending to be. A little nosy too, and serious to a fault. Before I knew it, she had become the center of the lab. From the very beginning, I was attracted to her radiant confidence. I found myself mesmerized by every gesture, hanging on her every word. I listened enraptured whenever she presented her latest theory. At the end of the day, the reason I never called her by her name was because I was too embarrassed. I admired her, I longed for her, and I didn't want to admit it to myself. That's a little creepy for a girl you just met, but, you know, true love at first sight, whatever. Only now do I realize the truth. I love her, and that is why I want so desperately to save her. She's not just a fellow lab member. To me, Kurisu is far more than that. And yet, I have no choice. In the end, everything she said was right. Not that it matters, because we're on the Kurisu ending route. I can't save you. I'm sorry. In a desperate attempt to hold back my tears, I bit my lip tightly. We've done this about 3 or 4 times over the world lines. Hopefully our memory is getting used to the pain. Taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Why does it have to be you? Why? As if it would be any easier with anyone else. Would it be easier if you had to make the choice between Mayuri and Daru? Huh? Daru's our friend. Daru doesn't even seem to matter in this game, but he's great, okay? Pound my fist on the table. Silence. Nothing moves. Outside the window is only darkness. Is this what it's like to be the only person left in the world?
Hey, Okabe. I want you to go to the Beta World line. Mayuri and Hashido will forget the time we spent together. Right?
Theoretically, yes, but there's a chance we could spark their memories again, since it's worked with 3 people so far, including Mayuri. Kurisu's cheeks start to redden when she turns away.
Will you remember me?
Her voice is barely a whisper. Of course I'll remember you. Of course I will. There's no way I could ever forget the... There's no way I could ever forget the girl most important to me.
Huh? You mean... What the hell are you saying?
The truth.
But... proof! I need proof! I can't come up with a formula otherwise.
Kurisu was getting flustered for some reason. Oh, not this again! This is about where we stopped last time, and I couldn't read through this, I just skipped it.
When the anterior pituitary gland hypersecretes ACTH and gamma waves induce stochastic resonance, we could assume an infinite Hausdorff dimension for the Hilbert curve.
What is ACTH? Adrenocorticotropic okay, hold on. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. Adrenocorticotropic. Adrenocorticotropic hormone secreted in response to stress. Elaborate rehearsal. Apparently I didn't see this one. In psychology, the act of transferring short-term memory to a long-term memory. This is done by attaching meaning to the matter to be remembered, or by relating the matter to... Oh! Wait. Didn't I learn this later? I feel like I learned this in a couple seconds. That did not happen yet.
That is, we can measure the asymptotic line with precision. That is, we can measure the asymptotic...
Kurisu. I'm a dumbass here, okay? I slur my words as is, and I can acknowledge that I'm doing it.
That is, we can measure the asymptotic line with positron emission tomography.
Kurisu. I speak her name. Our eyes meet. I love you. Kurisu looks away. Her face is bright red. And you?
Huh? What?
Do you, how do you feel about me?
You wanna know?
Kurisu suddenly looks me straight in the eye. Her face is still red, but her expression is firm. She walks straight up to me, grabs me by the collar, and jerks me towards her. Yeah, I know this is still hilarious. In this angle, Okabe reminds me of two people, actually. He reminds me of my older brother, my oldest brother, who doesn't live with us anymore. He looks very strikingly similar to him, which is kind of disturbing. And he also looks like the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but mostly like my brother. Which is very weird and very awkward to think of. Yeah, let's close our eyes, Kurisu. I really don't want to see the scene anymore.
Close your eyes.
Did I make her mad? Perhaps Kurisu hates me for some reason. Maybe she really did mean all those things. Maybe she really did mean all those insults she said to me. You are really breaking here, Okabe. Your faith in your will. That would be really sad. Oh man, that would be really sad. Man. I don't know how to explain it otherwise. I slowly lick my trembling lips and timidly try to ask a question. Why close my...
Just shut up and close them!
Do as I'm told. I still don't know why she's so angry. My collar's still in Kurisu's grip. She gonna chokehold me or something? Abruptly, I feel a soft sensation against my lips. Faint scent of citrus tickles my nose. When I open my eyes in surprise... I see Kurisu's face scant millimeters away. And then I understand what has happened. She's kissing me. Her lips are very warm. My mind goes blank. Also, the proportions here are really weird. I don't want to look at this scene any more than you guys probably do, but let's take a look here for a second. Also, for some reason, can you see my cursor? Yes, you can see my cursor, which is good. But Kurisu's, because of how moe is transferred in anime compared to how male characters look, the difference between female and male characters, not including Lukako, how female characters have bigger eyes that are farther down on their face, and they have the whole Clanad looking thing going on with the alien face. Kurisu's eyes are where Okabe's nose is, which that and her nose is under his nose, but her mouth still meets. This is a really weird comparison. And your hand looks starkly different in style, Kurisu. I don't know how to really describe this, other than it looks very strange. I want to stay like this forever, but soon our lips separate. Kurisu looks down shyly.
It's not like I did it because I wanted to or anything. It's just, you promised that you wouldn't forget about me. Research shows that memories are harder to forget when coupled with intense emotions. You're a virgin and a perv, so I was sure you'd have an elaborate rehearsal.
Yeah, elaborate rehearsal. We did learn about this before on accident because I went past this during my skipping stuff.
You're a virgin and a perv, so I was sure you'd have an elaborative rehearsal on your first kiss, instantly making a long-term memory you'd never forget, so... I just don't want you to forget about me, Okabe, no matter what.
My heart fills with love for Kurisu as she makes her frantic excuses. What a relief. Kurisu wasn't mad. She was just trying to hide her embarrassment. I want to be with her even more. I want to talk with her even more. I want to learn even more about her. You are... I get that she's going for you, Okabe, but you are just... You're going places, man. But I know that wish can never come true. My chest tightens. I feel like I'm suffocating. Desperate to keep my emotions under control, place my hands on top of Kurisu's, which are still grabbing my collar. Sorry to disappoint you.
Huh?
That wasn't my first kiss.
Why you? You're just a cherry boy.
Shut up, virgin. I remember playfully kissing my ear in elementary school. And just a little while ago, I forcibly kissed Moeka to silence her. But that was on another world line. Now it never happened. So I guess it doesn't count. Then again, there was also the Far East thing, which was also on a different world line. One where Kurisu might not have even existed in the first place. She might have been killed. We don't know. But I guess that doesn't count either.
So it wasn't your first.
Right. So it only left a weak impression. Probably not enough to become a long-term memory. I'm lying, of course. I've never felt such an intense kiss as that. Well, obviously you've only felt one in elementary school. The shock was like a lightning bolt to the brain. But still, I'm lying. Because if I miss this opportunity, I'll never be able to touch Kurisu again. That also sounds extremely disturbing. This is my last chance. So, once more.
What?
Kurisu fidgets. She usually glares at me harshly, but now she's avoiding my eyes. I don't ever want to forget. So let's make doubly sure. I decide to take the initiative. I wrap my arm gently around Kurisu's waist and pull her slender body against mine. It still looks exactly the same, Okabe, with your stupid goddamn head.
Then I guess there's no choice.
Kurisu looks up at me shyly.
Just a kiss, okay?
What is she worried I'll do?
Be gentle, okay?
Run my fingers softly through her hair. And I slowly bend down. Yeah, those are things happening. We're both shy, so we end up pecking at each other's lips like two small birds. Then we draw back and look at each other. Chris's eyes are wet. Tears are running down her cheeks. I kiss them away. Oh, you smooth criminal, Okabe. They're salty.
Don't forget me.
Okay, yeah, stronger than the first time, longer than the first time. I never want to let go. We embrace each other tightly, our feelings too powerful to contain. Something about the hippocampus? Yup. We seek each other's warmth again and again. Yup, these are... Alright, locked in our embrace, we feel each other's breath. Feel each other's scent. Feel each other's taste. Alright, that's gross. But, you know, whatever.
It's too fast.
Kurisu's whispers resonates through our embrace.
Time is going by too fast. I could really use a word with Einstein right now. Time is not absolute. Einstein proved that time could be fast or slow, depending on the observer. Hey, Okabe. The theory of relativity is so romantic. And so sad. Don't you think?
How does Kurisu feel about me? In the end, she never really answered my question. She answered perfectly fine. Thank you very much. Early morning, Akihabara Station. Kurisu is standing before the entrance with her huge suitcase behind her. You know, I'm gonna save right here. Actually, no, I was gonna read the email, but I just realized that if I did that, I wouldn't be able to get the achievement for clearing it without reading it. Kurisu is standing before the entrance with her huge suitcase behind her. She waves to me shyly as I approach. Then she blushes and shoots me her usual glare. After that kiss, Kurisu went back to her hotel to pack. The suitcase must hold everything that she brought to Japan. She's going back to America.
Well then.
Are you sure I shouldn't call Mayuri and Daru?
I think that'll just make it harder. But you, I have no trouble leaving behind.
Alright, Kurisu.
That was a joke?
Kurisu looks like she's about to cry. I'm sure I look just as sad. But I won't cry. I don't have that right. This is a souvenir. Take it. I hand her future gadget number 2. The bamboo helicam. Okay. It's a bamboo helicopter equipped with a CCD camera, which allows it to record video in the air. A truly groundbreaking invention. But, sadly, due to its constant high-speed rotation, the video it produces tends to cause motion sickness.
No thanks.
Just take it. It's not even that bulky. Wanted to give her future gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball, but it was too big. Kurisu accepts bamboo helicopter with a strained smile.
Oh, fine. I guess I'll take it.
And then silence. No words of farewell. We just look at each other. Sorry I couldn't go with you to Omori.
Yeah. But these 2 weeks were fun. In their own way. Give my regards to Mayuri and Hashida, okay?
Kurisu spreads her arms wide. Without a moment's hesitation, I step forward and embrace the girl genius one last time.
Hang in there, Okabe.
Stay well. as if she has a choice in the matter. Kurisu smiles faintly, then turns and walks towards the entrance with a suitcase in hand. I watch her go, unable to move a muscle. I want to stop her. I want to wrap my arms around her and tell her to stay with me forever. But I can't. This is what we decided. To save Mayuri. To save the future. I'm sorry, Kurisu. I can't save you. Kurisu will disappear. She'll be left behind on this world line. There is no place for her in the coming world. I will remember you, Makise Kurisu. I will remember your warmth. I will never forget! I don't know whether Kurisu hears my words. She keeps walking. Stride steady. Back straight. Long silky hair fluttering in the wind. She's quickly fading into the distance. But I can tell. I see her shoulders trembling. We will never meet again. Our world lines will never cross again. I'm glad I met you, Kurisu. I would have been lost without you. I love you. Goodbye. Okabe. I stand there in the entrance as commuters file past, until long after she has vanished from sight, afraid that any motion, any thought, might cause the tears to fall. Now then, the time has come! We will now commence the final phase of Operation Verdant, and I feel like we've seen this before too in the Mayuri route, but we'll see it again anyways, because it's probably not going to be that long. Mayuri and Daru turn to me and nod. Today is the last day of Kamima. Daru wanted to attend, of course, but a little begging convinced him to prioritize the operation. I take a look around the lab. These 20 days have been madness. It's incredible to think at one point, this lab had a whole 8 members, and now we're back to 3. The memories we made, the experiences we shared. To save Mayuri, I will undo them all. There is sorrow in me, and guilt. I engrave them deep inside my heart. I'll never forget, I mustn't forget, these long yet short summer days. But still, I choose to erase our memories. I choose to return everything back to normal. Suzuha's mission is irrelevant. I'm not doing this for the future. As long as Mayuri lives, nothing else matters. Daru, you may begin.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Daru starts typing on the IBM 5100. It's already connected to his main computer. This will get us into CERN's central database, where they keep the data they mine with Echelon. There we will locate the first email I sent on July 28th and erase all trace of its existence. Which... that doesn't make sense! That's not... I don't understand. I mean... I kind of understand, but I don't understand. Because if you remove the email, then yes, in the future, CERN doesn't have the email, so they can't send people back in time because they were never able to make it in the first place. So it makes sense that the timeline would converge in some way, would alter. But that doesn't... That shouldn't... This is like the Naya situation again. I really have trouble wrapping my brain around this time travel shit, because it doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. You have one theory, and I'm like, alright, that seems plausible, but there's one small, minute problem with it that kind of throws it all out. And then there's another theory, and that one has a very small problem that I can't accept because there's just one little thing wrong with it. Like with Nai and her time leaping bullshit. How, if she time leaped, then she wouldn't be able to time leap in the future, which means Okabe would have had to travel with her to a different world line, which would make sense, but the phone wave was still recently used, which means we didn't change world lines, and she just disappeared, which means there was 2. Nice, but that doesn't make sense. It's all very confusing. With this, I can reach the Beta World line. At last, Mayuri will be safe. I look at Mayuri. She's on the couch, sitting straight as a ramrod. With her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear, she stays still, her eyes closed. Whenever Mayuri wants to calm down, she listens to the sound of that pocket watch. You know, you could undo all this with a D-mail. But it would be a little different than removing it from CERN's database. What you would have to do is send a D-mail to Daru. You'd have to send a D-mail to Daru earlier in the day and say, do not experiment with the phone wave named TBA. Do not experiment with it, do not use it, do not turn it on. That is what you would have to tell Daru, because otherwise, because if you did that, then the D-mail never would have been sent through time. Stuff never would have happened like that. Anyways, earlier I told Mayuri everything. I guess she's come to terms with it in her own way. Oh, wow. Okay. The actual work I've left to Daru. No problem there. While waiting for him to finish, I walk into the development room. In the center of the room is the time leap machine. I squat down and gently brush my fingers against the microwave surface. It's cool to the touch. I've made irreplaceable friends because of this thing, and because of this thing I've hurt them. But I don't want to blame this tool. It's how you use the tool that matters. And I've got to admit, it saved me more than once. Though, to be fair, it's brought you in this predicament in the first place. Though, to be fair, without this, Kurisu would be dead and would not have a chance of life. But still. Once this is over, I'll destroy the time leap machine. We must never make the same mistakes again. Once this is over, the time leap machine will never have been created. Because Kurisu will be dead. Unless you're saying you know how to make the time leap machine, in which case you'll build it and then destroy it just for the sake of it, but I really hope not. That'd be quite the feat.
Oh, Green, I found it! It's really there!
Well, of course it is.
The email I sent? It's there?
It sure is, man.
Daru points to a string of characters. My name is there, followed by the message I wrote about Kurisu's death. 3 lines total, each 12 characters long. This data led SERN to our doorstep. At FB's instruction, Moeka and the Rounders attacked. If Suzuha is right, then by erasing this data, we will escape from Attractive Field Alpha, where SERN dominates the future. That will take us to Attractive Field Beta. To the Beta world line within its range of convergence. To a future without Mayuri's death. Mayuri is standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grasps my hand firmly.
Ocarine.
It's okay. She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down.
Everything's set. One press of the enter key and that data's gone.
Daru stands up and gestures to the open seat.
I leave that honor to you, Ocarine.
I sit down and face the keyboard. This time it ends. You know, last time I made a big old deal. Last time I made a big deal because I was gonna press the enter key when it wanted me to press the enter key, but we have to go through this like 50 times before we actually press the enter key, so I'm not even bothering. Kurisu's face floats through my mind. Close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Kurisu. Slowly, I raise my right hand and extend my index finger. Victory is at hand! Daru twitches at my cry. With unimaginable brilliance and unwavering conviction, I have defeated our vast and powerful enemy, and now stand triumphant on the field of Ragnarok. I give thanks to the comrades who sacrificed made this victory possible. One press of this key and Kurisu will die. I firmly grip my coat at the shoulder, where it has been stitched together with jagged pink thread. Is that the same shoulder where Nai ripped it apart? Ripped your arm off, almost? Because that'd be weird. The coming world is the world I wished for! I wished for Mayuri to live and Kurisu to die. That is the truth, and I must never forget it. This is the choice of Steins Gate! This is the choice of Okabe Rintaro. Let the world be reborn! I swing down my index finger. And at the exact time, I hear the lab door open. My eyes dart towards the sound. Hi! There in the doorway stands Kurisu. Her face is flushed. Was she running? Why is she here? She should be on her way to the airport right now. Kurisu's looking at me. Her eyes are glistening, but her face is all smiles. Did she come back for me? In a split second of frozen time, I imagine I hear her voice. We didn't say goodbye, she says. Immediately afterward, my finger strikes the enter key. The world starts to warp. The timeline is being rewritten. I feel my consciousness being sucked into the vortex. Reading Steiner. Divergence is changing. The warp accelerates. Kurisu. Daru. Mayuri. Everything inside the lab is shifting. Color fades as my consciousness leaves this world line. I turn to face Kurisu, desperate to burn this last sight of her into my eyes. She raises her hand.
Goodbye. Okabe.
And with that, we have reached divergence. The world gradually stops spinning. Little by little, color returns. I look to the door. She was standing there just a moment ago. My assistant, Christina. Makase Kurisu. Now she is gone. Vanished like a dream. I think, in the anime, while he's about to hit the enter key, or no, he hits the enter key, or sends the email, or whatever he does in the anime, and Kurisu starts shouting from down the street, and he looks out the window and sees her running, then she ends up in the lab, and then, you know, this happens. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Behind me is Mayuri. Everything is where it should be. Looks like nothing has changed at all. Gently touch my coat's shoulder, where Kurisu fixed a torn seam. No mail! But my outbox should still exist. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. But the mail should still exist. Even... Why is Shining Finger in here? What? Why is Shining Finger in here? We don't know her. We never met her. We never met Moeka on the original world line. I can understand Faris and Lukako. Why the hell is Moeka in here? That's weird. Also, I did change my phone number, and it's still here, which is weird because I changed it in the future. I also changed my background to Count Garo Froggy, but I don't know if I did that. If you guys saw I did that or not. I don't know if I undid that. I gently touch my coat's shoulder. Alright, gently touch my coat's shoulder, where Kurisu fixed a torn seam. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. Stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. Stand up and head to the phone room. Underneath the table, the time-loop machine. No, that's not the time-loop machine. That's the phone wave named TBA. Even though it looks the same to me, it still has the headset there. Even if it's not plugged into anything, I don't know. The upgrades Kurisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. This world is exactly the same. In all respects save one. Kurisu was never here. Every trace of her has vanished. Kurisu is nowhere now. But is Bamboo Helicam here? That's what really matters. Nowhere except in my memories. Mayuri and Daru are looking at me. Hey. Who was LabMem 004 again? I need to ask. Even though I know what the answer will be.
Oh, Karin, there isn't a fourth lab member, remember?
You gonna introduce a new member? Requesting a cute girl.
No. I knew that it would be like this. But the fact that they forgot her existence is so saddening. So frightening. I am the only person in the world who remembers Makase Kurisu as lab member number 4. So I won't forget. Oh, this is different from Mayuri's ending. Because Kurisu and Mayuri never talked in Stardust Sky. I alone will live with her memory engraved upon my heart. Now, time to proclaim my triumph. There are still things that must be done. Many sacrifices were made to get here. But despite all that, this is my victory. I have won. Mayuri and Daru stare in wonder at my abrupt laughter. The last battle of Ragnarok is won! I, the insane mad scientist Hoin Kiyoma, with an IQ rivaling that of Einstein himself, have thwarted the organization, outsmarted CERN, and conquered the whole of space and time! Now, at the moment of my triumph, I stand before you as a god! This brave new world is the fruit of my ambition. The hated system shall collapse and chaos shall rule the earth. This truly is the choice of Steins!
Okarin?
Mayuri suddenly throws her arms around me. I freeze, utterly taken aback. Daru looks confused as I am. Mayuri looks up at me and smiles. It's the gentlest smile I've ever seen.
It's okay now.
What? What are you saying? I must proclaim my glorious victory, that all may...
But Okarin, you look like you're about to cry.
Huh?
You don't have to try so hard, okay? I know you're doing good for me, but I don't want to be a burden.
What? What? No, we did... What?
So you don't have to pretend anymore, okay? If you're hurting, just say so. Like normal Okarin would.
But I...
You don't have to worry about Mayushi anymore. Mayushi is fine. So you can cry if you want to, okay?
What? But how do you know?
I don't know what happened. But it's okay to cry now.
And just like that, the mask shatters. All it took was a couple words from Mayuri. Okay, it wasn't one word. Mayuri, the sister I never had, the girl who always needed my protection. I had to save her. That was my purpose. I even sacrificed the girl I loved. But now I finally realize that it's over. Mayuri is safe. I'm... free. Once more I see Kurisu's face in my mind's eye. Recall the warmth of her body. The softness of her lips. The weight of her last words. One by one they pound against my heart. I can't bear it anymore.
Whoa, man! Are you really crying?
My vision blurs. Tears run down my cheeks. A tidal wave of emotion crashes over me. Nothing remains to hold it back. I'll never see Kurisu again. That knowledge shreds my heart. I can't hold back my sobs. I can't stop my tears. This is the world I've been searching for. A world where Mayuri does not die. And yet, it is missing the person most precious to me. It's too much. It's too cruel. Why did it have to be Kurisu? Why was there an abrupt pause in the frames there? Why was I forced to choose? Because I didn't answer her phone, or her email, sorry. Why did she send me off with a smile? I cling to Mayuri. She strokes my hair gently. I surrender to my grief. 3 days have passed since then, and Mayuri is still alive. Moika and the Rounders have not attacked, and Tanochi has shown no sign of moving against us. Daru has been visiting Mequin as usual, while Mayuri has been working on costume designs for next Kamima. Everything is back to normal. Everything, save for the hole in my heart. Yeah. That's that. Standing by the dumpster out back of the lab. We just finished dumping the last of the trash. This morning I called Daru, and together we dismantled the phone wave and the IBN 5100.
Man, what a waste. That thing was worth a fortune.
And now we don't have a microwave. How am I eat our juicy chicken number 1?
Come on. I'll get you a new microwave. We no longer need the phone wave, that miraculous time machine built by coincidence. It brought Kurisu into my life, but at the same time it made many people suffer. It must never be used again. Not by me, not by anyone. It's time for the phone wave to die, and with it the insane mad scientist Hoenn Kyoma, Lord of Space and Time. I recall what Kurisu once said.
I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are a part of who I am today.
I gazed once more upon the scrap heap that was the future gadget number 8. We stripped it down to the last bolt and circuit board. Surely no one could rebuild it now. Time travel is too much power for any human to wield. We don't need D-mails or time leaps. Even if nothing in the future is guaranteed. Even though I may die tomorrow. Life was never meant to be redone. And that's fine by me. Wouldn't you say so too, Kurisu? I look up at the sky, and even though it's the middle of the day, I can see a single star shining. Maybe it's Venus. Which suddenly reminds me. Is it? Oh. No, I... Never mind.
Going to the past is possible right now. Look into the sky at night, and you can see how things were tens of thousands of years ago.
Every night, we casually travel through time. That's what Kurisu said. And each and every word she spoke, I carve into my heart, so that I'll never let them slip from memory, for as long as my life endures. And that's the end? That's the Kurisu end! Wow! I mean, I guess that's technically... I mean, it's as good of an... Well, I guess it's technically worse than Mayuri's ending, because Mayuri remembers Kurisu kind of in her ending. In this one, no one remembers Kurisu but Okabe, and Okabe isn't dating Mayuri, so I guess depending on what you think, that could be worse. A worse ending. But that was really weird. That was very weird. Very, very weird. And I hope I get the achievement for clearing the phone thing without having read it, because I totally did do that. But, yeah. That was Steins Gate. Again. And how long did that take? Even with skipping a whole bunch, that took an hour just to get that one ending. It's probably going to take 2 hours for the true ending, because there's definitely going to be an epilogue. Definitely. Alright. And the music is really loud, which is why I turned it down. No, it's still too loud. Thought it was ending. Why is this one so long? This seems longer than the other ones. Alright. Now we turn it back up. Is there an epilogue? Is there no epilogue for Kurisu's ending? Because that's really weird that this is the Kurisu ending, even though I guess ironically it's the Kurisu ending because it's the ending without Kurisu. Paradox Meltdown and Message of Oblivion. Yep, I did get that. So, I did, in fact, get that. I need 11 more achievements, which is weird. Probably not gonna get them, but yeah, no epilogue. Alright, well, let's just go back here. Nope, not what I wanted. Nope, that's when Mayuri calls. Which, this is technically when I answered the mail, but you guys didn't see that because I time leaped, so... we will be right back because I'm going to take a little bit of a break because I need to go pee. And when we get back, we will be doing the true ending, which probably won't be all that different. Well, no, it'll be a lot different. Very different, but not until the end. So, we'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all later, assuming this isn't just a jump cut, it's a different video. I don't know. We'll see.